Hey there, my friends. This is Dave Sharpe. Welcome to Wake Up Legendary. And I have a wonderful and exciting guests. That's plural, multiple. As you can see, a nurse who has turned to freelance digital marketer and is actually going to be doing this interview, as you can see, with her baby in her arms or nearby at least. Malin. Is that the correct pronunciation? Malin.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, my friend. How are you?
Thank you so much. I'm fine, thank you.
And tell
Just
me
a little
where
bit
you,
nervous, but that might be the exact feeling I should have.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Where are you calling in from?
From the middle of Sweden.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
That's why it's
amazing.
so dark outside.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Who's your guest here that's joining with you?
My sidekick, my youngest boy, who is 9 months, named Max.
Max.
Yep.
Wow.
And
Hey, Max.
in the sofa behind with his iPad, we've got Zach, who is
Yes.
3.5.
Nice. Great.
Yep.
Very cool. So, I can imagine that you have a pretty big why and a reason for wanting to start a business. But tell us in your own words, what brought you here?
Well, I think it's like the most of the moms who start out. We just sit around and scroll on TikTok while being home with our littles. And several moms actually popped up in my feed, and I was convinced and thought about why not? Why shouldn't I
Yeah.
be able to provide a little bit more during my maternity leave? We have it quite good in Sweden since we can be home for a year with our babies, but the pay isn't good at all.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be able to stay home with these small guys as long as possible.
Yeah. Malin, tell me, when did you get started? When did you first take the challenge?
I took the challenge in the middle of June this year. So about 6 months ago, I started out.
Okay.
Started my TikTok the 1st of July.
Okay. And what was that like for you? I mean, you're a nurse, so is this all new for you? Tell us what
Totally
it's
new.
been like. Tell us what this experience has been like.
Well, it's been a journey, really. I have started to think about my life and my worth in a totally new way because we've been taught that your hours is what your time is worth at work, and you can only be paid for those hours, and you got a price tag on you.
Yeah.
And to reevaluate that and all of a sudden feel like, well, that's not the only way to live your life. Has been an experience. And at first I was really overwhelmed, and I had to take like a break for like a few days just to let it all sink in, because this was not at all what I expected in the beginning. I didn't count on this to be such a emotional journey.
How old is he? I have one that just
he's
turned
9 months.
He's 9 months.
He's 9 months. Yeah.
Jeez.
So he's just developed his own voice. So it's not so quiet.
Isn't that interesting anymore, watching him develop his voice as we as adults are also developing our message and our voice?
Yeah. It's funny. I'm 33 and I still develop myself.
Yeah. So, is this what a normal day looks like for you? Are you holding Max? Are you creating content with the kids around? Talk to us about it. Talk to us about like running a business inside of your home with these two kids, and what is that like for you?
Well, in the beginning, he was, of course, only 3 months and was sleeping a lot better than he is now, which meant that I had some more free time to create content and go through the challenge. I did a challenge after their bedtimes at night. My boyfriend at home, he just let me sit in the sofa with my AirPods in, and I just went for it. Wow. But nowadays I create content when I get the chance. Then I produce a lot of videos at the same time. It's a lot harder now in the winter here. We don't have that many hours of sun, so it's quite dark in my videos, which is quite of a challenge. And then I try to just check my funnels, check my email list, check all the things that I can do with 5 minutes here and there. And then when everyone's asleep at night, I can sit up for like an hour extra and create all the content and do the captions and all of that.
Yeah, I find that once we set up the initial pieces, we can manage this business mostly from our phones. We don't have to be in front of the computer all day, which is what is one of my favorite parts about affiliate marketing and just kind of creating courses, coaching, and events, and just selling information nowadays is that. But even if you were selling physical products, you can run most of your business nowadays from your phone.
And that's amazing.
I'm not saying that you guys are not ever going to have to be behind your computers, because I'm actually sitting behind a computer right now. I don't have to be, I choose to be. But you're finding those pockets of time when you can. How are you balancing your I can imagine that it's a lot. Are you excited, or are you overwhelmed, or are you a little bit of both? I mean, you're also, you started this with a 3-month-old baby. You know, how are you managing everything?
Well, I've always been a multitasker, and I really enjoy my life when I have a lot on my plate to do. Otherwise, I just go around cleaning the sink or polishing something, and I felt this was quite more productive and could help out a little bit more for our whole family.
That's interesting.
So, but like I said, in the beginning, I was really overwhelmed and had to take a break for a few days, just letting this new experience just sink in for me to like know what am I worth, and who is the one who's going to put that price tag on me. Is it me, or is it my boss, or is it my partner or my kids? Who is the one who's going to put that tag on me? And I feel that the first person to do that, to put the tag on me, should be me. And then I want to be the best person I can be for these 2 little guys. And we got a third one as well. But he's 12, and he's staying at his mom's for the holidays now.
Okay. Wow. So
but it's
even another one there. 3 boys. I mean, that is
3 boys.
Full-time job.
Oh yes. I'm the only girl in the house.
I mean, I just had my son. I was teamed up there by my wife and my daughter there for a couple of years. So what advice would you give to other moms who are out there and who either have jobs? I even saw somebody, a friend of mine, who I don't do any business with. We're looking for Maxie boy. What advice would you give to other moms who are kind of starting, but they don't feel quite comfortable or confident yet?
I'm not comfortable in front of the camera all the time either. Before this, I was the one who posted like 1 Instagram post once a year, because I'm not comfortable usually in front of the camera, or even less to speak in front of the camera. The first videos I did, I just cringed at myself and thought, oh my God, what am I doing? But the more you do it, the better it gets, and you start gaining some kind of self-confidence and self-esteem, and for every step forward you take, you grow. And the thing is, you just have to start. You can't just sit around and watch others do this and think, well, I just want to do that too, and then you're just stuck. You have to try, because if you try, you could at least have a chance to succeed. If you don't try, you don't succeed at all. That's a fact.
Yeah. Do you have a vision of where you're going with this and what you want to create with this business?
Yeah, I have a quite long-term goal and a short-term goal. We, like I said, we have quite good with maternity leave in Sweden. We have a lot of days to pick out from the state to be able to stay home. And after we go back to work, we have the possibility to reduce our schedule.
Yeah.
And that's something like my short-term goal is to reduce my full-time job to only three quarters, 75% working hours. And I want this to I don't want that to be an economic block. I just if I can make this work on the side and make it work out, and then not lose any income, but work less at the hospital. That's my first goal to achieve. And like I said, I'm 33 now, and my final goal is to be able to retire when I'm 40. So I have 7 years to work on it, and I feel like that's a goal that isn't too short and not too far away either.
Oh, Maxie boy. All right, we won't keep your mama. We won't keep your mama much longer.
No problem. He just needs a hug.
Oh, he's such a sweet boy. I've got a big sweet boy at home right now too. He's actually, he and I just got haircuts together. I'm literally full of hair because I just got a haircut. My barber comes to our house and I just got a haircut, and then I sat there and I held my son, and so I'm all full of hair. I didn't have. It's life. It's just
it really is.
And my wife wanted a golf cart for Christmas, so I bought her one of those kind of big. It's kind of jacked up, the big 6-person golf cart. So I drove that over to the office this morning, which is basically another house that we work in. Now, you said you wanted to be able to retire at 40. I am 39. I just turned 39. I'll be 40 next year, and you know. In a way, as I was coming to work this morning on the golf cart, I even took a little selfie of myself, here looking like,
Oh, that's awesome.
I thought, man, I love this life.
Yeah.
I love a simple life. And here I am, I'll be 40, next birthday. And, so have you also, to me, I've redefined what retirement means. Like, to me, I could do this for the rest of my life. Like, I really like doing this. So can you see yourself doing this kind of work past 40?
Absolutely. And the retirement part is from my nursing job, my regular 9 to 5. And then I just can live out of this instead, this online, more time freedom and location freedom as well. Would be nice to retire my hopefully future husband as well.
Yeah. Well, hey, look, you have a big sidekick right there. He is so cute. He is so sweet, and I love that.
He's so tired.
That you brought him on
today.
He didn't sleep very well last night.
No, he He never sleeps well unless he's allowed to sleep on top of me.
Oh,
which makes my back hurt a lot, but
yes.
it's worth it. It's just such a short time.
Yes. Yes, it is such a short time. What last piece of advice would you give other people who have careers, who are considering or thinking or wondering if they should be at least looking at developing some digital marketing skills?
My final piece of advice for them is just to, like I said, try. You have nothing to lose by trying, and if you start out, then you will at least see if it's something for you or not, but you won't know until you start.
Yeah.
And there's nothing holding you. It's not like you're starting a new job with a boss and a contract and you have to stay for at least a month or whatever it is. If you feel like this isn't for you, then you can just quit, and you know that.
Yeah.
But it might be for you, and this might be your solution to like everything.
Yeah. And it could also be the stepping stone. That's wonderful advice. We never really know where something is going to take us, but I feel like fear so often gets in the way. And that's why I love, the show and bringing on so many different perspectives of people, because you may not be able to relate to it when I say it, but if somebody, another stay-at-home mom or another nurse hears it from you, it's like, wow, I can really relate to her. I can relate to that life right there.
Yeah. And the previous years in nursing with the pandemic and all of that, it's been a real hard work to do, and the society hasn't catched up yet. So it's hard work doing a 9-to-5 as a nurse.
Yep. It's hard to do a 9-to-5. I think any 9-to-5, but especially as a first responder or somebody, a nurse or somebody on the front lines. And I think this what just happened over the last few years, I think has for those of us who weren't affected, and I know people, I know people who passed away, friends, and a lot of people went through a lot of struggle, and it also woke a lot of people up. It woke a lot of us up to say, hey, this is not as safe as I thought it was. This is not, and then once some of us went home, it was like, hey, I don't want to go back to work.
Yeah, I know.
And how can you blame somebody for that? You can't blame somebody for that. It's like, and you don't know what you don't know. But then once you experience it, just like you said, you grew up your whole life looking at college as the only option. And then you realized that there was a whole nother world.
Really. That's like you took the words out of my mouth there. No, but it's I think when the pandemic hit and the people started to work from home, or they lost their jobs because of they weren't needed or wasn't allowed to work, and people was really sick with this bat flu. I think many people started thinking that life isn't guaranteed to everybody, and many people don't want to be stuck at their jobs for 40 years or so at minimum wage, and just they wanted this location freedom to be able to spend their time while they're young and healthy.
Right. Exactly.
Don't work away the years to be able to spend the time when you're old and soggy.
It doesn't make sense. And I had a laugh there about not, of course, at anybody catching anything other than something that's manageable. But I was sick this last weekend, and I'm going to tell you something. I had some sort of a stomach flu. I had some sort of a maybe food poisoning, and there is nothing that will make you grateful about life after getting ill like that, you know? So I think you're right about that.
Yeah.
So, wow, this has been just so amazing. Thank you for coming on and like taking the time to be with us today, even though you have your kids there and so much going on. Like, I really appreciate it. And
Yeah.
Max,
Well,
looks
this
like
is my base every day. I thought it was important to show this kind of home business as well.
Yeah.
And I hope someone who's thinking about this and watches this can feel, well, if she can do it, then I maybe can do it too.
Well, I'm feeling inspired right now. I mean, seriously, because here's the message that I'm taking away this morning. I want to tell you how you're helping me right now, is because you're reminding me that we're capable of anything. You're reminding me that we can push ourselves. And that we can handle much more than we think we can. And I oftentimes personally feel overwhelmed with maybe things that are going on with my little children. But the way that you're leaning into that and the way that you're embracing that, not just metaphorically, but also right now physically, is really, really powerful. And I appreciate it, Alan. So thank you for your time today.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And come back and let's do a follow-up episode when Max is a little bit bigger.
Yeah, when he's
3
not
months
screaming in my microphone.
Yes, I want him to participate in the interview. No.
Yeah.
He's
Absolutely.
beautiful. He's wonderful.
He's
look at the smile. Look at it.
His big brother is right in front of us making some dance or something.
Nice.
Yeah, that's his biggest hero.
Yes. Well, I've got we've got that going on in our house too with the two little ones. I've got a 2 and a 6-year-old, and it's a love-hate. You know, they're either loving or they're hating. You know, but it's powerful, strong feelings, and it's a beautiful process. I love having kids.
Yeah, that it's the biggest blessing in life, and I'm so grateful for finding this opportunity, because I really believe in it, and I feel I have I've seen so much. Even though I'm not that active in the communities or in the Facebook groups and such, I just feel like just by reading the questions and comments, I feel like, well, I can do this. There are many people doing this, and I get a lot of help without even asking for it. I get the help by just feeling like I'm part of the community.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so that really helps.
Yeah, it helps to feel a part of something. Yes, and like, you're not alone, right? Like, I mean, you're working at home, and it can feel lonely sometimes. But the truth is that, and we find this out when we come to events and meet each other, but there's connection happening. There's people who are sitting here watching our videos, watching this live right now, engaged, cup of coffee, sitting there watching real people. I mean, it's a powerful, powerful thing. And I can sense your belief, and I think your results will, obviously, I think our results mirror our belief. If our belief is low, I believe our results will be low, because we can't hide the belief that we have in what we're doing. So other people sense that. If they sense low belief, they're not going to buy in. If they sense high belief, they're gonna be more. They're gonna buy in more. So
I agree with you more.
I sense high belief with you, and I hope that I put off those same vibes, because I feel the same way. I believe in these skills. They've changed my life. They've given me the life that I never knew that I wanted. I mean, I love a simple life, but it's about freedom, financial freedom, time freedom, like you said. But I don't need to be traveling the world, and I don't need to be I just want to have my time to spend how I want to spend it, and have, enough to be able to live life. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to be rich either. And I like being rich. It's a wonderful thing to be rich. I can list out the specific reasons, just like this morning, having my barber come to me instead of going to my barber. Why does my barber come to me? Because I pay him more. I pay him a lot. I pay him $200 to come cut my hair and that's probably not enough in my eyes, because I respect his time and he does a wonderful job. So having money gives you the ability to do those kind of things and stay home, and you know what I mean? Those things are important to me. And I can sense that, those kind of same things are important to you as well.
Yeah. To be able to spend the time like I want to, not like my boss wants me to.
I know.
Even though I did pick that profession to start off with.
Yeah.
But
there's nothing wrong with pivoting and learning.
No, absolutely. And I feel like we've talked about, this self-growing and improving ourself and our self-esteem is really important, and to have the mindset to just value yourself first. I didn't know I needed any of this self-esteem before, but now I do.
Yes,
I got it, and now I'm like, wow, did I really need this? Yeah, I did.
We don't even know, right? No. I mean, we don't even know what we don't know. Yeah.
No, I felt like I had good self-esteem, and I didn't feel like less of myself or anything like that. But after the course, and when I started implementing this and started to learn more, I was like, well, damn.
Yeah. I always say
something in me that I didn't expect.
Exactly. It awakens something in you, and you also see life and see how money is made and how wealth is created a little bit differently. It's like you take off the it's like you open your eyes. It's like it's like you're seeing life in color now, instead of only in black and white, the way that society wants us to see it. You begin to see all the marketing techniques. You begin to see all the sales techniques, all the things that are happening behind the scenes of all these things online. And, oh, that's why they're doing that. Oh, I didn't realize why this person was posting. I didn't know how they made money. Now you begin to understand how at least money is made on the internet. And it's like I said, these skills will change your life. All right, Max, I'm done. Max, I'm letting your mommy go right now. That's it, Max. We're out of here. All right. See you, buddy. Take care. All right.
Take care. Thank you so much.
We'll see you later. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy holiday.
All right. You too. All right, my friends. Wow. What a sweet and powerful story, an example of what is possible and how we can handle so much more than we think. Gosh, I mean, it's just it's amazing. It's amazing to see what we're capable of, and the fact that we really have inside of us everything that we need to be successful. We have in most cases, we have a big reason sitting right in front of us for Mal and her children, and and what that she wants to put her price tag on herself instead of somebody else naming her price. But what is the thing that's sitting right in front of you that is your motivation, that that you can just latch on to? And then, wow, do you have inside of you exactly what you need? And absolutely, you may need to shake things up, clear out the spider webs a little bit, but it's there. It's there. And when you tap into it, it's your own natural resources. You know how the earth has natural resources, gas and oil, natural gas, oil. You have natural resources too, and inside those natural resources, that's your emotion. That's all your life experience. That's your drive. That's your vision. That's all inside of you. That's your natural resources. And our natural resources are so much deeper and more vast and more powerful then I sometimes remember I have to keep that in mind, that I have the natural resources, just like Malin has, to be able to do this, to do anything, regardless if I've got little, 1, 2, 3 rugrats. I got a rugrat. I got a curtain climber. I've got a full-time job over here. I'm on maternity leave. Holy smokes, right? But again, she's got natural resources inside that she's tapping into, and so do you. And just because you haven't tapped into them yet doesn't mean that they're not there. Keep drilling. Keep drilling. Stay at it, because you'll hit it. You'll hit oil, right? And then you'll tap into your natural resources, all of your motivation, all of that life experience, and also maybe waking up to realizing, hey, I need to do something about this now. Some urgency, right? I'm inspired. All right, let's have a great Thursday. We'll see you back here tomorrow for another episode. Thanks again, Malin and Max, for Sidekick. We'll see you guys back here for another episode. Good night.